Dino Bravo, Dan Townsend Bell. This is Raven Raceway. This is the Raven 250.
This is the trophy. You have to sign a waiver to hold this trophy because look, there's sharp glass. Sharp glass. And you see this?
Need the Band-Aid?
See the blood? This is the only race in the series history that has had bloodshed in the past. It represents Dave Austin's nose, and his bottle fell off the table and hit Dave Austin in the nose, and he actually had...
oh, my. Did he bleed to death?
He bled. He might have got some stitches.
He's a bleeder. Rock, he's a bleeder. Well, Dave Austin, of course, is a Hall of Famer in this track, and this incident was belonged to Larry Rodder, another Hall of Famer here in the IndySlotCar Series. But a major reconfiguration on this track, a major repaving project.
It's totally different. The new owner, Pete Dorn, Pete's excavating services, he went out there, planted a bunch of trees, and ripped everything up, and the drivers don't know what to expect. We've seen practice. It's nothing like it used to be.
I'm still Dino Bravo, and you still are Dan Townsend Bell.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, all right. You stick around because you are still some great race fans, and you are going to be treated for some great racing action coming up. And here is your starting grid. Oh my, the silver bullet, the silver ghost, the man with no face is on the pole.
That's John Wiedemann.
Now wipe that smile. He's so fast, I wiped the smile right off his face.
Off your face. Look out for John Wiedemann. Oh, look at this flashing car.
Speaking of look out.
Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that's a pretty car.
Well, can he take out the whole field from the front row?
He might be able to. It's an enabling car. It's Mike Kristoff.
We go back to row 2. There is your defending series champion. That is Mike Lack. Oh, and he's a defending race winner.
Here's the defending 7th place finisher, Matt Hayek.
Oh, yes, Matt Hayek, your current championship point leader. He goes from the outside of row 2, and his teammate.
That's right.
We'll go from the inside.
All three go. This could be your winner net. I got a good feeling this car's going to be in victory lane. Dean Strom needs due. Look out. Look at that car. Another sparkly car. Woo.
That gives me a headache just looking at it.
It does. Look at it. It's the glitter boy. It's Pete Dorn. He'll put Pete down on the field.
It is your hometown hero, and oh my, get the sunglasses out. Here he is, the dangerous one.
That's Joe Heights. Joe might be tough here, too. You call him Carnage, but he's been running pretty good lately. This guy, that's Steve Dude. The Steve Dude. Steve Dude, Steve Rist is back. He was, what, second last race?
He dang near won it.
Almost. Think he could do it coming from back here?
No, now he's on the dull end of the grid. All right, here we go further back in the field. Last row.
This is a really dull end of the grid. From the penthouse last week to the outhouse this week.
No, it isn't?
Yeah.
It is?
It is. It's Dan Margetta. He qualified like crap.
Oh, my, oh, my. And then the boiler. The boiler will go shotgun on the field. That is Tom Spirit.
Everybody likes the boiler.
Hey, boiler. It's a Raven 250. It's coming up next.
Dean Strom is our other driver here in this heat race, number 1. Dean's out to an early lead, about 1 lap over John. And Dan then a lap behind Wiedemann. Dan 2 weeks ago winning at that scary Jackson 500 on the big oval. Now twisty through the woods here at Raven. They love their concession stands here as they watch them come around this hard left-hand corner. Look at that car right there. That is Dan Margetta's car, and that means his night is done. The winner of the last race has already finished up, and look at this. He's so busted up about it, he goes right for the eclairs.
Absolutely, that's what you got to do here. Just ran like garbage. No good all night long. It was good last week, no good this week. I just sucked.
They're saying you're the Ed Carpenter of the IndySlotCar Series nowadays.
Okay, I'll take it. Ed Carpenter's pretty cool. He runs ovals where it's fast. You got to be tough. These sissy road courses are for the birds.
This is just straight up match racing now. Dean Strom versus John Wiedemann and Dan Townsend Bell. I understand they're racing for pink slips on this one.
I think so because there's a transfer spot, but you want to win the race. And right now Wiedemann had the lead, but Dean was trying to pressure him, trying to get him to make a mistake on this tricky track. Here he comes again. There he goes. He got to make one right there.
Pounded him
That'll
into
help.
the wall. To the last few seconds, John Wiedemann looking to keep it on the board and advance to a final. And Dean Strom trying to score some laps, and we'll see what the transfer total is going to be. See who the fastest second place racer is. And there we go. John Wiedemann's a heat race winner.
Kristoff, Dorn, and Rist ready to go in heat race number 2. And they are off. And Pete Dorn to the early lead, the hometown guy here. Dorn will lead lap number 1. Dorn will be tough here. Christoph right after him, and Rist in third. It's close as the two sparkly cars are going at it again before Christoph has a problem, and Pete Dorn puts himself in the lead, completely in the lead all by himself. Going to come and put a lap up on Steve Rist. The whole lineup in the muscle cars here, that's the Pete Dorn fan club. It's a pretty intense area down there. They like their hometown driver. They come here to support him. In fact, we can maybe zoom in a little closer. Here we are, ground level in the Pete Dorn fan club. As you can see, very attractive members of the fan club right there. They're all with their muscle cars, liking Pete Dorn here in his hometown track, and he's leading here in heat race number 2. The S is through here. The cars slide through. You saw it come by. They'll come through again. You'll see Steve Rist and Mike Christoph side by side. There goes Pete Dorn. Winding down heat race number 2, the final 30 seconds. Pete Dorn in that gold car out front. Mike Christoph in second is trying to take the transfer spot away from Dean Strom in that first heat race. It's going to be close as we run out of time here. But Dorn looks like he'll advance to the final. He's just calm and cool right there in the final 15 seconds as he continues to motor on the racetrack in that gold car with just 10 seconds to go down. Mike Christoph is trying for that transfer spot, trying not to come out. If Dorn goes off the track for one of the few times this heat race, it's been relatively clean for him. He's off. Here's the win for Pete Dorn. Mike Christoph is second. We'll see his lap total. The lap total for Mike Christoph is 117. He's 2 laps short of the transfer spot. He'll be going home, as well as Steve Rist to finish the close third. Pete Dorn in the final.
It is the third and final heat race to determine who's in the final of the Raven 250. Joe Heitz, Tom Speert, Matt Hayek, and Mike Lack. Matt Hayek, your points leader. Second place in points, John Wiedemann, already into the final. So these two drivers going to battle it out to make a final. Maybe they both could. It's going to depend on the lap totals. Dean Strom has set a high bar for the transfer spot. So the early lead belongs to Hayek, just over Lack right now.
Now, Matt Hayek had such success in the beginning of the season and kind of tailed off. We figured out why. This is a secret video right here. That's teammate Dean Strom. You see Mike Lack. Every time Mike Lack is on the gas, Dean Strom is banging on his trash can and is sending a signal to Matt Hayek to know how to drive each racetrack. We kind of figured out why he suddenly came on the scenes. We're investigating this. We'll see what happens that comes of it. But it's something very fishy is going on here at Raven Raceway with this team alter ego.
That was carnage. Joe Heitz just crashed out of the final turn, and his night is done. We've caught up with Joe Heitz as they all seem to go right for the eclairs.
They're delicious, and they're better than falling off the track.
So that's the solution for the night. All right. Well,
Happiness.
Hayek holding on to about a 3-lap lead, 4 laps now.
1 minute.
He has missed the last 3 finals, but has maintained a pretty substantial points lead over John Wiedemann and Mike Lack. Now Lack is looking for laps. He's got 45 seconds to do 10 laps. This is going to be challenging. He's going to have to keep it super clean and probably qualifying pace. Oh, and a spin a spin right there. Oh, and it takes out Lack too. Wow, that was ugly for everybody involved.
5 seconds.
Last few seconds. Lack is pushing hard but catching, and that's it. Matt Hayek wins and advances to a final. Mike Lack does not.
It was bad news for your defending champion, Mike Lack, the second week in a row. Mike, you didn't make the final. Mike, we got to
leave me alone, you hack.
All right, our first group here is the alter ego racing here. We got Matt Hayek and Dean Strom.
You know, this is the house that Larry built, and he was a former teammate, good friend. Learned a lot about slot car race. He taught me how to race. He didn't teach me a damn thing about off the track, because he never talked, and Lord knows I talk. It's the MyJack Honda Lowell Ford Cosworth Firestone, and we just want to give it a good run and do Larry proud.
All right, we'll see you in the end. No cheating. No cheating. They don't cheat at all. At least he says no. Not this guy. How about this guy, Matt Hayek? What's with the trash can we saw earlier?
I didn't see any trash cans earlier.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were racing. You didn't see when I was going. But did you hear the trash can?
I did not, no.
How about in that final when you kind of took out Mike Lack, they kind of preserved the transfer spot for your teammate?
Well, did you see the marshalling that John did? You know, kind of holding my car back, and I think, you know, fair play, you know, turned out.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we're getting a little bit bumps on the can here as he's throwing
Where's
the
that
barbs
coming
out.
from?
Matt Hayek, he's ready to go. And one lone squirrel, he might be angry, he might be happy. We don't know. We'll talk to him. It's John Wiedemann. He's your pole sitter. There's a lot of money in the line. The Alter Ego guys are throwing some shade your way.
Who?
Oh, yeah, those other guys, Matt, your point leader. And
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of nice to see him in a race again. He's been off for a couple weeks.
the other guy, the guy that you know, talks a lot but doesn't win.
Doesn't show up very much either, so.
Yeah, but he's here now.
He is, yeah. I mean, he got the transfer to get in, so.
It's going to be a big point night for you.
And pretty much I beat him to get in, so.
You're not too worried, huh?
The other guys, no. I'm worried about the track owner. He's spent a lot of time on his track. He's been practicing for, I think it's like 3 months. And we're finally able to race with him, but he's pretty damn quick. So
you don't want to get him
he's gonna be
mad.
Tough. No. I don't. He gets mad at other people.
Whoa, what's he doing? Oh, what do we got going on here?
Nothing going on here.
Oh,
No
boy.
Why?
We haven't seen you for a while. Where you been?
Paving.
Paving.
Paving the
He had
track.
a Tupperware party last
Yeah.
night, right here. How'd that go?
It was nice. A lot of boobies.
Where are they tonight? Okay, they're waiting outside.
Waiting outside.
And to celebrate with you when you win.
Yeah, when I win. Yep.
All right.
You have met these drivers. It is time for the start of the Raven 250. And there we go. Dean Strom leads the first lap, but John Wiedemann is right there behind him. There comes Pete Dorn. Close racing. Now Wiedemann opens up a bit of a lead. A spin for Dorn, but early on, he's still on the tail end of the lead lap. John has a spin that allows Matt to go out front. But then he has a spin, and Dean back out front. Oh, and a big hit there for Hayek coming through the corkscrew. He got bounced over the wall. Oh, they both have trouble. So Dean inherits the lead. We're hearing on the radio that there may be team orders involved here in this point situation. Right now, first and second in the race are second and first in the points. We came into this race, Matt Hayek had a 56-point gap over John Wiedemann. With about 20 laps to go right now, John Wiedemann holds on to a 3-lap lead, a little more than 3 laps over Matt Hayek. Dean Strom running third. 10 to go for John Wiedemann, and potentially his second win of the season. And the pole money, 31,000 IndySlotCar bucks. 1 to go. The white flag is out. John Wiedemann makes the final corner, and there it is. He's a winner for the second time in the 2019-20 season.
John Wiedemann, you're in victory lane again.
Yeah, no, I'm just jello. That was awesome. That first half, that was the most intense racing I've ever had. And I know nobody likes those guys, but you know, I got to give them a little respect. No, I mean those guys are battling us every week, and it was awesome to race against them. And nobody wanted to. Where did we hire this guy?
He's a bad hat, man. Hey, it's a good point night for you too.
It's a good point. Yeah, I picked up like 10 points, which isn't really enough. But I mean, you just got to win and win, and take Matt out as much as possible. And no, that was a great race.
Awesome racing.
That's an awesome trophy.
Yes,
Nice job,
it is.
Pete. I know this track was tough for you to get going and rebuild. You did an awesome job. We had
Yeah.
great racing tonight. So
And I think Larry gave me a hand, so
Yeah.
we got it done just in time.
I got money.
Yeah, thanks for showing up. That's your show up money. Thanks.
I'll make it rain. I won't mess up your.
Okay,
won't mess
thanks.
up.
I just.
Thank you for watching the IndySlotCar Channel.
Just kidding.
Who's getting a Pete down tonight? Any other drivers?
No, just probably you.
Oh man.
Okay, get the hell out of my house.